Alright, what's good YouTube? This is T Destroyer here, and I know I don't upload too much on my channel anymore, but I figured I'd try to start getting back into the habit of uploading some stuff on my YouTube channel. Just you're gonna have to bear with me because I don't get to tournaments as often as I used to, because I'm usually away at school, but as you can see, I'm home in my room, so yeah, so I figured I'd start my uploading back up with quick deck profile right here. It's a deck I recently put together. It's pretty darn fun. It's a Watt deck. So this is just with the stuff I've been able to get my hands on. Some of the most recent stuff from new packs. Really, it's pretty darn good if I do say so myself. I actually want to test out the tournament within like the next couple days, see how well I place, and I'll probably put an update up on the channel. But you know, let's get started. So first off, we're going to start with one of the main searches of the deck, running 3 Watt Cobra. See, what Watt Cobra does is when it attacks it can attack directly. When it deals battle damage to my opponent by direct attack, add a Watt monster from my deck to my hand. What I usually will do is, if I don't know for sure that my Watt Cobra will survive the next turn, I will add another Cobra to my hand so that I can still continue my combos the next turn with the Cobra. But if I know my Cobra will survive, I'll usually add something else, like something else I can use. 1,000 attack, 500 defense, not bad. 8 hits to the face with this guy and you're dead. So, not too bad to work with. Next, I run 2 Watt Pheasant. Same attack, different defense than Watt Cobra. Watt Pheasant's effect: when this card attacks directly, I can select one face-up monster on the field. Removed from play into the end phase. He can attack directly, so he's the second direct attacker of the deck. Watt Pheasant, he's interesting. You can pull some pretty good combo plays off with him. Let's say you just have a Watt Pheasant, your opponent has like 4 monsters. You can go bam, Watt Pheasant, direct attack, remove itself, activate Dark Hole, nuke the field of your opponent's monsters. He comes back during the end phase. Pretty nice play right there. It gives you some good options. So next is my last direct attacker of the deck is there we go, to Watt Giraffe. Watt Giraffe, 1200 attack, 100 defense, can direct attack, and once he successfully blah 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 blah. When this card inflicts battle damage to my opponent by direct attack, my opponent cannot activate spells, traps, spell trap effects, or monster effects until the end of the turn. So basically, this card is a giant FU to my opponent's responses for that turn. It's like, I do this, bam, attack, and then I just go do for the rest of my turn, just do whatever the hell I want. Okay, so that's it for the direct attackers of the deck. And then now I run 3 Watt Dragonfly. Watt Dragonfly, when this card is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, either by battle or card effect, you can special summon 1 Watt monster from your deck. Now, the interesting part of this is if your opponent decides to warning your Watt Dragonfly, its effect still goes off apparently, which that's pretty darn good if I do say so myself. Just go Dragonfly warning. Okay, pay 1,000, bring out Watt Cobra. I mean, not pay 1,000. I'm like, okay, you pay 2,000. Now I get a free Watt Cobra. Thank you very much. But you gotta love Dragonfly. It's a really good card. Set them, let your opponent dark hole your field, bring something out. Pretty good. So the next monster in my lineup is 2 Watt Squirrels. Now, Watt Squirrel is a really good card. Now, he can attack twice during each battle phase, but what he can actually do is when he battles an opponent's monster, that monster loses its effect permanently. So let's say your opponent has Treeborn Frog. Watt Squirrel, attack it. Treeborn will never come back under his own effect anymore. Your opponent has your opponent's playing 6 Samurai. Shien, no more negates. Got a Stardust, can't stop nothing. Got a Bryanak, you're not bouncing nothing. This card is the death of everything, and they just have to battle it. So yeah. So the next 2 cards I play 2 Watt Hopper. A lot of people say, oh, you need to do the Hopper lock in this deck. I play 2 Watt Hoppers so that I have the ability to go into the Hopper lock, but it's not my main way I play. It's just I can go, hey, look, Hoppers, you can't attack me. But I have other ways to shut my opponent's attacks down, so I don't worry too much about the Hoppers, although I can do it. Last 2 cards, I run 1 Watt Beta and 1 Watt Barracks. They're not amazing cards, but I play them. I play them because I like the cards, and they give my deck the ability to synchro a little bit, because they're my only 2 tuners. So as for my monsters, I run 16 monsters. Not a bad monster count. But now let's get on to my spells. Now this first spell is new from Photon Shockwave. This card is amazing. It is so good in this deck. I get so many combo plays off of it. I run 3 Photon Lead. Or Photon Lead. I don't know. I think it's Lead. But whatever. What its effect is, it says once special summon 1 level 4 or lower light monster from your hand in face of attack mode. And it's a quick play spell. So what I like to do is, if I've done this once in test hands and stuff, and I've opened with this. This is just hilarious because this is easily 4,000 attack to the face. So what I do is I go summon Cobra, attack, search, add a Watt monster to my hand, battle phase, activate Photon Lead, special summon Watt monster, special summon my new Cobra, attack with Cobra, add something else to my hand, activate, special summon the 3rd Cobra, attack again, add like a giraffe or something, special summon it, and it's just hilarious because you get so many pluses off of just one play, and it's such a good card in this deck. It's such a good card. Alright. Next, I play 3 Pot of Dualities. They're proxied out because they're in my main tournament deck, which I'll be doing a video for a little later. 2 MSTs. There we go. You gotta deal with back rows. 2 Watt Cubes. It's not a bad card. You can equip it to your monster, and it'll gain 100 for every Thunder type monster in your graveyard, which isn't bad. Or you can equip it and then set it to your graveyard, have that monster gain 1,000 attack permanently, which I think is pretty good. So use it on my Watt Cobra. Now it takes 4 punches to the face instead of 8. My opponent's has even less time to do anything. So then play 1 Heavy Storm Staple, 1 Dark Hole Staple, 1 Reborn Staple, and I play 1 Swords of Revealing Light because all the monsters in this deck have low attack points, even my synchros, which I'll get to that in a minute or so. But Swords just gives you that little bit of time to just keep punching your opponent in the face, and pretty soon after that they can't do anything because it's too late. So how many spells do I run? 1, 2, 3, 14 spells. So that means I run 10 traps. So the first of my 10 traps is triple threatening roar. So why do I run the triple threat? Because the triple threatening roar is really good in this deck, because let's say I have like double Watt Cobra on board and my opponent's like dropping big monsters like brah Stardust, brah something, brah BLS. Oh wait, BLS, that'd be bad. Just remove one of my Cobras, wouldn't it? That's beside the point. Blue Eyes White Dragon, Dark Magician. Who plays those cards? But beside the point. I set this and activate it, especially when my opponent doesn't know what my back row is and they're worried about it. This gives me stall time. Just gives me a turn, give me another turn, and just some bam bam direct attacks. Really good. So, love this card. Decided to put 3 in. Working out pretty well. I've been thinking about maybe switching these out for Wabakus, just so that I could do some more with Squirrel's effect. Because what I could actually do over Wabaku, what I could do is I could go set this, activate, bam, go squirrel attack into my opponent's monster. I take no battle damage, the monster's effect is gone, my squirrel's still there, so it's pretty good combo, I do say so. But I like Threatening Roar just because Well, they're both chainable, so I don't know. I might try mixing and matching those in somewhere. Next, this is a card from Photon Shockwave. Uh, Double Luminize. Now, what this card actually does is, when an opponent's monster declares an attack, target the attacking monster, negate the attack, and negate the attack, and one face of light monster you control gains attack equal to the amount equal to the target's attack until the end phase. Excuse me. Until not the end phase, until your next end phase. So this is what that means. I'm dueling my opponent, and I have a Watt Cobra on board. My opponent summons. I have 3 back row. My opponent brings out his Hyperion, blows up some random face down I had. Like he blows up a Mirror Force, right? So he goes to attack my Cobra with his Hyperion. I activate Luminize. The attack is negated, and my Cobra's attack point is now 3,700. Now it's like that until the end of my turn. So when my opponent ends their turn, I punch them in the face for 37 and get a search off of that. That's pretty darn awesome. If I do say so myself, that's pretty badass. Luminize, awesome card. Next, I run 2 copies of Watt Keeper. I guess it's kind of like a 1-turn Call the Haunted for Watts. It just brings it back and it dies during the end phase, level 4 or lower. So any of the synchros I couldn't use it with, but for everyone in my deck, it's fine. I have like a Cobra Engrave. I need to just get a search off. Go Keeper, boom, real quick. Need to just push for that little extra bit more damage, real quick. Maybe want to try and pull off a synchro play with one of my tuners. It's useful. It has its uses. It really helps the deck. Okay, I have 3 traps left. So for this trap right here, I play 2 Watt Cancel. This is another card from Photon Shockwave, and what Watt Cancel actually does is, when your opponent would normal or special summon a monster, discard 1 Watt monster, negate the summon, and destroy it. So basically, it's not as good as Solemn Warning, but it's almost a Solemn Warning for this deck. Now, if you actually own Solemn Warnings, feel free to put them in over this card. I own them too, so if I ever were to take this deck for a tournament, I'd probably switch these 2 out for the warnings. But still, it's really good card. I have to say, it's pretty darn useful. Especially if you have a Watt Keeper set as well, you can drop this. You can use this, drop like some Watt monster you want in your graveyard, activate the Watt Keeper, bring it back. Like, there's quite a few different plays you can make with that. And lastly but not least, final trap for my deck, Mirror Force. Need that defense. So that is the main deck for my Watt deck, and I'm at 13 minutes. Holy crap. So my extra deck, what I have right now, this is by far not my completed extra deck. Just there's a couple more things I want to pick up. Like, first off, I play double Watt Chimera. Basically what he does, he's a 1400 attack, 1200 defense. He can attack directly. When he inflicts battle damage to your opponent by direct attack, select the random card from their hand and put it on top of their deck. Really good. And then I play 2 Watt Hydra, 1500 attack, 1500 defense. When he he can attack directly, and when he direct attacks, he's basically a gold Sark, which isn't bad at all. Now these last 2 cards, they're number 10 Illuminates, because I can easily get 3 level 4s on the field like it's nothing. But I'd rather these actually be Utopias, because Utopia helps add to the whole defense thing that I'm trying to do for my deck. So that's all I have right now. This deck is not too bad. Want to get it some more testing, so after I test it, I'll put a little update video on my channel saying how I did at my tournament. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a comment, leave a like, tell me what you think I might want to change about the deck. Give me your personal opinions. I know I could put Thunder Kings in here. Thunder King would be a really good idea. Honest too. But this is just going off of what I had at hand to work with, and didn't come out too badly. I have to say this is a pretty fun build of this deck because it's really good at just getting strong opening plays. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe. Even if you subscribe, maybe, I don't know, maybe you want to subscribe to me. So y'all have a good day. Peace out.